Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. Here we have LR, Fat Buu, and Babidi. They are coming out tonight on Global Dokkan. This LR is actually pretty solid. You really can get them to work well, I think, on a Terrifying Conqueror team, a Majin Buu saga team. Again, for free LR, I think they'll be good. They'll be able to contribute well in Super Battle Road stages, Dokkan Battlefield. Let's go and test them out. I do have them at full level 10 links, and we can see how badass these two can be. So we're going to start out on Coolers, Terrifying Conqueror / Transformation Boost team. So we're starting at 154k defense, which is, I mean, again, I think that's fine for this sort of like free-to-play LR like this. We're not going to be looking the greatest in terms of key, unfortunately. This is actually a really good turn for Babidi and Buu with Turles specifically, right? You'd think that, like, oh, the god of showcases Kid Buu, but the thing about Turles is that he can passively lower the enemy's attack, so that will allow Buu and Babidi to get the rest of their passive. So here, we'll have Turles super attack. He's not going to be able to finish Videl off right away, so we can get this. We're also going to get 3 key on super attacks, so we're going to be able to get a pretty good attack set. Buu and Babidi's defense also is going to go up by quite a bit when they super attack if the enemy has attack down, defensive down, stunned, or sealed, right? So they're going to be closer to like 190k defense. All right, so 2.97 right there. So that's with Babidi and Buu having their full passive, right? So they get 3 key plus 40,000 attack and defense. Then they get another 30,000 attack and defense and 3 key. Again, if the enemy's in attack down, defensive down, sealed, or stunned. Then they also have an additional, has a 30% chance of being a super, and they also heal at the end of the turn in which attack was received. Now, if you guys noticed, we did also right there get a stun and a seal, actually, which is something that can happen with this Babidi and Buu unit. That's one of the strong things about them, right? Is that they do have a 30% chance of stunning and a 30% chance of sealing on every super attack that they do. That is going to be something that's going to be really, really good, right? Babidi and Buu, like, pushing that off. Because it's just like, when you go into Battlefield, there are enemies that occasionally can have, like, those types of abilities hit them. You know, Super Battle Road, obviously that stuff is very helpful. So, like, there are going to be a number of situations where we can have this unit looking really, really solid. Okay, so on this rotation, right, we're getting 50% here from our boy Cooler. Let me see. It's if the target enemy, which of course Gohan does have his attack lowered. So let me go ahead and do this right there. So that's actually going to be a 24 key super attack. We have max 24 key from them because, again, Gohan has his attack debuff. So once they actually attack, we're going to get, you know, an additional 3 key in the rest of their passive. They're at 154k defense again right here. I mean, this is basically the same situation. Oh, damn, I didn't check that. They have a couple extra links active, right? So we have, I believe, Thirst for Conquest, Brutal Beatdown. I think just Thirst for Conquest and Brutal Beatdown is what we have active. And Nightmare. Yeah, I think Turles has Nightmare. 3.20. Pretty good. Again, considering we have the guaranteed additional. There's the other super attack. And then we could get one more as well. Yeah, but it's just a hidden potential system normal. Alright, yeah, so we have Thirst for Conquest and Brutal Beatdown. That's a solid 30% attack, 15% defense. I'm going to get them with the Deborah, the Majin Buu saga support type Deborah. He is honestly probably going to be their best friend, that Deborah is, right? Like, he is going to work very well in terms of giving them a lot of support. Deborah can also debuff the enemy's defense, which will help activate their full passive. And then, of course, he's also going to share a lot of links with Babidi and Buu. So that, the physical Deborah is going to be one of the better units to rock with this character. That Deborah is a unit that does stack defense and stuff like that. So you can definitely make good use out of Deborah in various different situations. Alright, so this is a really good turn. So yeah, we're going to have everything active except for Shattering the Limit and Legendary Power right here, which is pretty good. So here, let me do this. We'll go ahead and attack Videl right here. This is going to be full 24 key with a lot of links active. Defense is 140k. So let's go ahead and see how much damage Babidi and Buu do right here. Again, in a very, very good situation. This is a good pairing right here, Deborah and Babidi and Buu. Again, it's going to allow them to get a lot of their links active, including the tricky Master of Magic link, right? Now, by the way, Master of Magic, okay, let me see this. This is 3.59. Master of Magic does debuff all enemies' defense by 10%, by the way. So just linking Babidi and Buu with Deborah is enough to activate their full passive, because they are lowering all enemies' defense. Think of it like, what link is it? Is it Fear and Faith for second form Frieza, or Wicked Bloodline or something like that? That, like, allows Frieza to activate his passive as well. It's the same type of thing, right? So Master of Magic, typically lowering all enemies' defense by 10% on a link, who gives a shit? Like, that almost never matters. But for a unit like Babidi and Buu, it actually will, because that's going to allow them to activate their full passive. They actually have two links. Master of Magic and Fear and Faith lower enemies' defense. So you have two different links that you can activate for Babidi and Buu, which will activate that full passive of theirs. Again, they're not a bad unit. I think they are sort of fine, exactly the way they are. As a free-to-play LR, I think Dokkan did a pretty good job of actually making them, like, a relevant character, right? Like, you're definitely going to be able to get, like, good sort of numbers and power from this LR, Babidi, and Fat Buu, as well as nice utility with the stunning, the sealing, and stuff like that, right? They do also heal. I've never found that ability to be that great, though. So they recover 5% HP at the end of the turn in which an attack was received. I've never found that ability to be really that impressive, right? AGL Metal Cooler has that. LR Goku Black has that, right? This Babidi and Fat Buu. I think that can be good if you're combining it with a bunch of other characters that heal. So if you're running Buu Saga, like Extreme Class Buu Saga, and you have all these other healing Buu units, that'll be solid. But, you know, if you're just running them by themselves doing that, that's not really that big of a deal. Alright, so here we go. Again, we've got a lot of links active. We're going to have Master of Magic, Brutal Beatdown, Nightmare, and Fear and Faith. Videl has her attack... No. Oh, okay. Videl is immune to having her defense lowered right here. So this is going to be Babidi and Buu without their passive. This is actually going to be good to see. Okay, so this is going to be them without that extra buff they can get from their passive. I guess it's good to show all these different situations. This is actually ideal, right? So this is going to be just their default 3 key and 40,000 attack and defense. We're not going to get the extra 30,000 attack and defense. All right, dude, Deborah's been going crazy in this video. I mean, his damage is not the craziest, but his support and his defensive stacking, you know, his good links with the Fat Buu and Babidi, not bad. All right, and they get up to, wow, 3.22. That's without their full passive, because Videl is not defensive down. She's not stunned. She's not sealed. She's not attack down. That's pretty good. This is pretty close to their ideal situation right here. I think the 50% support Extreme Physical Super Buu would actually be better with Deborah. Because remember, we'd get then Shattering Limit at the same time. But that was still not bad. The damage level they put up right there without their full passive active, while also stunning and sealing, and Ki is not going to be that big of an issue for them. Again, if they're able to get their full passive. I mean, getting 6 Ki from their passive is pretty good. So far, so good for level 10 links, LR, Fat Buu, and Babidi, for sure. Alright, so now we're over here on, again, same team, Terrifying Conqueror / Transformation Boost. One weakness of Babidi and Buu is, again, because Babidi and Buu don't really have, I guess, a lot in common, they're not really on too many category teams, right? Buu Saga, Join Forces, Terrifying Conquerors, and Inhuman Deeds. If Inhuman Deeds actually got, like, a real lead, sure, they'd be fine, but obviously, like, right now, that's just sort of a dead category, right? Like, they're just like, oh, yeah, let's just drop it with the worst, like, leader unit ever, like that Vegeta and Nappa. Horrible leader unit, right? And that team is just, like, completely dead. Like, it's funny, there's so many good characters in here who could get a Dokkan Fest, like, all these Friezas, Goku Black, Broly, like, Vegeta, Baby, Omega. Like, there's a lot of big-time hype characters that could get that leader skill, and they're just like, nah, dude, we need to put out, like, some more crappy, small categories no one wants. That's more important. Alright, so this is going to be a relatively good rotation right here. Again, we're going to be able to have, what is this, Thirst for Conquest, We also have Brutal Beatdown as well as Shattering the Limit all active. So I guess we'll go ahead and have our boy Turles. Let's just attack Bojack. You know, just to sort of attack someone that's not really going to take damage. And we'll attack Zengia right here. Now, we are not going to have the debuffs active because we don't have Fear and Faith active. We don't have Master of Magic. So this is going to be Babidi and Buu with a fair amount of support right here, right? We have Turles, we have, you know, Golden Cooler here. But we aren't going to have their full passive. So this is good. Like, we're getting a sort of a bunch of different situations here to see what Babidi and Buu are doing. 2.6 right there. Again, keep in mind that they do have that medium chance of like an additional with a medium chance of being a super. So you are going to be able to get a lot of sort of like extra hits in, right? When you do that, like have a character that has the guaranteed additional, the way Babidi and Buu do, what you're going to have a lot of times is you're going to have them getting that hidden potential system additional as well. That's why it's always really good when characters are built that way, right? Where they have a guaranteed additional that has a chance to be a super attack. Not just like, oh, they have a 30% chance to launch an additional super. That's not as good as just having a guaranteed additional that can be a super, because when you have that all of the time, you're going to start to see their hidden potential system super attack activate much more frequently, because that could activate on either attack, right? So it becomes very, very big. Okay, so in a second here, I would like to get no support. Actually, this whole team is like too... Oh, okay, here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. I'm going to go ahead and finish off this rotation right here. I'm going to keep Cooler on rotation. So next turn, we'll have Babidi and Buu with no support, which is obviously very important to see. I will attack Bojack right there, so that way we could see them do multiple super attacks. And then we will just attack... I'm going to attack Bojack again. And then next turn, we'll finish off Bujin. And then we'll see Babidi and Buu on the next time they roll around with no support. I feel like no support is always a really good situation to show in these showcases. Because, yeah, every unit looks good when you got Physical Kid Buu around and Turles and, you know, Cooler, the way he supports characters. Remember, Cooler does give 50% to Terrifying Conquerors. I specifically went into the Bojack events that Cooler would be buffing, right? But Babidi and Fat Buu, they are not on transformation boost, right? So when we drop down to one enemy, Cooler is no longer going to be supporting them. So it's basically no support. And then remember, Cooler does link up. Well, he doesn't link up that great with them, but he does at least share a link in Thirst for Conquest, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and take down Bujin. And then we will see what our boys Babidi and Buu will do. After this, I'll probably head over to the Majin Buu Saga team. And we'll maybe, you know, just rock a bunch of sort of like extreme class Majin Buu Saga characters. Now, you can run this character as lead for the Buu Saga team. They do give 4 key and 130% of stats, but I would like it to be at least 150% across the board, right? Like, it is nice that they give 4 key, but 150% is really what I would like to see from them. Because running a full extreme class Buu Saga team does seem rather fun to me. Okay, so again, Cooler. Okay, Cooler's got 2 links with him. Oh, he has what is that? That's Thirst for Conquest and Nightmare are the 2 links he has. And then Baby has got Legendary Power, Shattering Limit, and Thirst for Conquest. So we are going to get a couple of links active right here. Let me do this right there to open up some key. We're not going to get the 18 key super attack, but that's okay. That's okay. Again, I kind of just want to see like various different attack sets that they do. I probably should do another turn with them where we get their 18 key super attack without key though, or without support. That'll be important. All right, so let's see what BUU and Babidi do right here. All right, Cooler, enough. We've seen enough out of Cooler, right? Like he. Yeah, we get it, brother. You're good. We got it. We got it. Oh, no, he activated their passive, so they are going to get the 18 key super attack. Yeah, because Cooler lowers attack and defense on his super attack right there. So that'll then activate Babidi and Buu's full passive. So they were over 2 million with their full passive active. Again, they do have that 30% chance of sealing, 30% chance of stunning. right? So when the enemy is susceptible to that, that of course is going to be really good, allow them to put up a lot more damage. They can work rather well with a character like LR Baby, who is still very good, again, on Terrifying Conquerors, Inhuman Deeds. So there are definitely a number of setups you could use with this unit. You do want to make sure that you've got, again, sort of like attack debuffing characters or defensive debuffing characters or something like that. But I feel like Babidi and Buu are looking fine. Their attack stats are not like the craziest ever, but they are a free-to-play unit, and they do have built-in additionals. So they are outputting more damage than just like a, one attack stat is showing, right? So that's good. All right, so now we're over here on the Majin Buu Saga team. Now, here's one thing I was talking about before, which is that this Buu can be very good in Battlefield. Because notice I'm bringing all these extreme class Buu Saga characters. They're all extreme physical, right? So you could easily just run a Majin Buu Saga build for extreme physical for Battlefield, and you'll destroy. I mean, I know you're going to be leaving off some big guns, again, like the Angel, Golden Frieza. You'll be leaving off Final Form Cooler. Maybe Dragon Ball Z Broly is really nasty as well. But, like, running extreme, like, Buu Saga definitely does work fairly well. Alright, so I kind of do want to get... There's a couple different things I want to see. I want to see a rotation, I think, with Deborah and the 50% Super Buu. And then I do also want to see maybe Buu and Babidi one more time without support. We should be able to get that. I'll go into, like, the Videl event, I think, one more time and get that. So here, let's do this. So this is going to be a really, really good rotation for them, right? Because obviously we have those links active. So, we know that Gohan has his defense lowered, right? Which he can have his defense lowered, yep. So they're going to have full 24 key. Yep, they are. They have full 24 key. We have everything active except for Thirst for Conquest, and that is Shattering the Limit. All right, so let's see what we get from, again, Fat Buu and Babidi. Again, Deborah, I would say, is probably their best friend. The fact that he is sort of them passively lowering their passive with just links, right? He does also debuff the enemy with a super attack, but just linking with Deborah is enough to activate Babidi and Buu's passive. 2.98 right there. So just Deborah as a unit basically is giving them a 3 million attack stat. And then of course they do have the built-in additionals as well to be able to do, fairly decent damage. So the unit is good. I like them quite a bit, honestly. I think they are very well designed. Dokkan did a good job. That's why I know the PyCon and Janemba dual Dokkan festival is very disappointing. And the whole celebration itself is kind of disappointing, right? Because, it's just, I don't know. It's not... The problem, I've talked about this a couple times recently, is that when you have dual Dokkan fests that aren't hype, it's a real bummer for Global, because then Global has a full month of dealing with this sort of non-hype, like celebration, right? But the best thing to come out of this celebration, I think, is this Buu and Babidi as a free-to-play unit. They are fairly good, right? Really able to contribute quite a bit. All right, so let's go ahead and have our boy Buu and Babidi get a super attack off right there. This will be shy of 24 key, but it'll be good to sort of give us, different attack stats. Again, those same links active, 121k defense. But, again, we're not seeing their full defense, right? Because, after... Like the extra key, the extra attack and defense when the enemy is in that certain status activates when they attack. So they are basically a slot 2 unit. But that's fine, because Deborah really can be a slot 1 unit. 2.84. Okay. So there's one more attack set I really want to see. Actually, maybe 2. I want to see one more without support. But I also would like to see Deborah, Fat Buu, and Babidi, and the 50% support Super Buu. I think that's probably their best rotation. So let's go ahead and check that out. Alright, so this is what I expect will be Babidi and Buu's sort of best rotation right here. So again, we're going to have nearly all of their links active, which is going to be fairly good for them. We're going to be able to get their full passive linked with Deborah. Obviously, Super Buu is giving them 50% attack and defense, 160k defense they're at. But again, remember, they get another 30k defense on Super. Right? So they're going to be, at nearly 200k defense right there is going to be fairly good. Right? That's a good defensive stat for the numbers they can put up. 3.52 right there. And then don't forget they'd have the additional, right? They get multiple additionals. So this unit is good. I do like them quite a bit. I think they are a fairly strong, fairly capable unit. Let me get one more rotation where we have no support with them, and then we'll finish up. But I like this BUU and Babidi a lot. Honestly, I do. All right, so we'll go ahead and get this attack stat right here. So we're going to be able to get what? Fear and Faith and Legendary Power. That's the only link we'll be able to get right here. Obviously, Fear and Faith is going to give us their full passive, which of course is good. Well, yeah, no, I have to hit Gohan. As long as I'm hitting Gohan, then his defense is down. All right, so this is no support on rotation. Fear and Faith and Legendary Power. Again, let's see how much damage BUU and Babidi will do with no support. But overall, I would say the unit looked fairly good. 1.87, not the craziest. I mean, we did only have Legendary Power active in terms of attacking links. Still not the craziest damage, but, you know, their utility with stunning and sealing and all that can definitely be useful. So let me know what you guys think of Babidi and Fat BUU. Again, I like them. I think they are a fine and capable unit, right? I don't really have issues at all with the way they're designed. I mean, for a free-to-play unit, I think they are fairly good. Very competent at link level 10. Very good for free players. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.